Hey, so I had to make a video as Mr. Affordable Housing on the topic of, is Section 8 actually coming to an end? And the answer is no. If you look at the headlines here in Los Angeles, locally here in California, it's all gloom and doom. And that's because our government really wants to frame it like we are being victimized and we're lacking resources from the federal government. Now, it is true, obviously, with the new administration, there's reform happening. Things are being looked at the federal level that includes Section 8, but Section 8 is not ending, nor are homeless subsidies. And I'll tell you very exactly why. The government here in California, quite honestly, thrives off of the problem of homelessness. As long as they've got that problem to solve, they've got the justification for more taxes to create all these new programs. And now, obviously, big, controversy. The governor obviously lost billions of dollars that aren't accounted for. There are major shifts happening in our affordable market in Los Angeles County in California. One of the major things is LAHSA, the Los Angeles Homeless Services Authority, which is more or less the governing entity formed between the county and the city. And that entity is designed to govern policy, program management, and the dissemination of the funds to the various nonprofits, many of which we work with. Well, the CEO of LAHSA just resigned recently in the wake of the discovery of her allegedly funneling millions of dollars in funding to her husband's nonprofit. So that's a big black eye there. LAHSA is more or less being split in two because now the county is forming their own entity that will manage county funds towards homelessness versus the joint effort between the city and the county. So I'm not sure exactly what that means for LAHSA. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're going away, but it's not a good thing. All of these things are really freaking out everybody, and everyone's like, oh, the sky is falling, Section 8 is going away, but it is not. If you look at nationwide national headlines, it's business as usual on that front. Here in California, because they really want to make it appear to the public that California is being victimized and targeted and funds are being taken away, those are the headlines that we see. But I and our firm, our clients, have not seen any evidence to substantiate that people are just being abandoned by their subsidies, that Section 8 is just dropping people who have the Section 8 voucher and then they're just being left homeless. That is not at all what's happening. Not seen it, haven't heard it. Of course, the government, it's very difficult at every level to get actual solid answers from them. Surprise, surprise. If you ask people from HACLA, LAHSA, everything's fine and dandy, but then you look at the news, it's freaking everyone out. And in the last 2 weeks, I've probably gotten at least 5 or 6 calls from clients about this, and I've had to reassure them that we're not seeing it. Will there be change? Yes. Are things slower? Yes. And the reason being is because the nonprofits who are disseminating the subsidies and managing the subsidies, well, they're going through uncertainty. And with uncertainty, they're a little hesitant and they're slower to move. But my prediction, based on what I've seen in the past, is everything will just smooth over eventually and it'll be back to normal perception-wise. So that's what we're dealing with. We're just dealing with a group of people bracing for impact. But I think everything will be just fine.